Oh, hang on a minute. There's a secret passageway. There we go. That Trixie Minx. How very.
Some might call you the world's greatest detective, bar.
Oracle.
Not me, but
some
might.
The game would.
Great. So does that mean you've stopped Joker?
It's never this simple with him.
What's that you got there, Bats? No, not the formula. What am I going to do? Who can help me now? What's that? How about our old friend Zaz? I did bump into him on the way back from the garden.
Oh.
The gardens, I'm guessing, is when we come across Ivy.
Look.
Oh,
see the gas.
Oh, we're going to get Scarecrow.
I think we're getting another Scarecrow.
And the angles are all fucky. Wayne Manor? That's not right.
Yeah. It's just little subtle things like that, though.
Yeah.
Look.
I like how it uses the actual mechanics of the gameplay to be a bit disorientating.
Yeah. Hang on. This changes more and more the further down this corridor I get, I'm pretty sure. And then... God, I love this game.
I'm Batman. Oh, spooky moving desk.
Yeah.
Did it move?
Yeah,
it did.
I don't know if it was supposed to, but it did.
It's changing bit by bit.
I can't believe you insisted on sitting through that movie again, Bruce. Come on, we'll be late for Alfred.
I'm sorry, Daddy. Go easy on him, Tom. He loved it so. Alfred will wait. Keep up, Bruce.
I'm sure Wayne Manor has trash bins just lounging around it.
Did you say Wayne Mario?
Where are you
Wayne
taking
Marrow?
us?
Okay.
But it's starting to rain. Bruce is tired. Can't we just wait for him here?
Whenever it talks about Bruce's parents being killed on the way back from the theatre, I always pictured theater.
It used to be.
Not
it
film.
Used to be. They've updated
it's now
it.
cinema, yeah.
So I've seen some versions of the Origin where the movie they're seeing is the Mark of Zorro, or the Mask of Zorro.
Someone pointed out with the timelines on Battinson's Batman, that happened in 2001, so the film they were seeing was probably Shrek, which I particularly enjoy as an
or
interpretation.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it could have been Fellowship of the Ring.
Good year for movies, 2001.
Yeah.
Here we are, we're in Crime Alley.
Jesus. Crime Alley.
That's what it's called.
Oh, of course.
That's actually what it's called. It's called Crime Alley. Obviously, it's not the literal name of the street. The citizenry of Gotham calls it Crime Alley.
And billionaire Thomas Wayne was like, let's take a shortcut through Crime Alley.
There's a really... there's a whole conspiracy there that we'll not get into because some of it's quite silly.
I think we should get into it.
There's a really nice moment in the second game where Bruce, you can get Batman to go to actual Crime Alley, and he just lays a rose on the street, and then he just sighs, and you get back to the game. It's really quite tasteful.
No, he's 8 years old and all alone. Money won't fix that.
I get to play as baby Bruce.
He looks a bit creepy.
I mean, he grows up to be Batman. Of course, he looks creepy.
It's fair, true.
Mentally stable children don't grow up to be vigilantes who wear their underwear outside of their trousers.
Excuse me? I'll have you know, I'm a perfectly normal bog witch.
Do you know what I was saying? I don't want to know. There are some questions I don't need answered. What I will say is the little bastard's legs are so slow.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't know.
Your empathy for a grieving child is phenomenal.
Something wrong with it.
That's Clancy Brown.
Listen, son. Call me Jim.
No, that's Jim Gordon.
No, but that was the voice of Clancy Brown.
Does sound a bit like him.
100%.
I think it sounded like him, I agree, but I don't think Clancy Brown is in this. I'm going to check that, don't worry.
I don't think he is.
I'm convinced that was Clancy Brown. Here we go, more Scarecrow.
Yeah, I was going to say, I assume we were going into one of these trippy dodge the spooky needle laser beam section.
You would be correct in that assumption. Dr. Jonathan Crane. He's not a character that I've encountered very much in the comics, to be honest, Scarecrow, but he's good in this game. He's really good in... Oh, there we go. He's going to get me. Oh! I was just reckless there.
Yeah. 9.2 out of 10 this gets on IMDb.
Yeah.
It's believable.
Scarecrow's little cutaways at the end aren't as interesting as some of the other villains.
We haven't really seen any of the ones other than the Joker, because we've still been in his kind of...
I'll die a few times. I'll deliberately die maybe a few times when we get to some of the other villains, just to show you what happens. And not because of any lack of skill, because obviously I could ace this any time I want.
Of course, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
You're doing it for us. Because you're selfless like
it's for
that.
the viewer.
Exactly. I'm glad you know.
Children who are wrong.
Oh no! There we go. Ah, platforming, my old foe.
Ah, yes.
Now suffer.
Then how can you handle Prince of Persia?
It's the guy who voices Warden Sharp and Amadeus Arkham is the same guy who also does Jim Gordon.
Oh, okay.
He's just clearly doing a Clancy Brown voice.
Yeah.
Ah, another element for your wizard staff. I'll take some photos in a bit.
Precisely. To your very good health, viewership.
Indeed. Well, that was a good sound.
It was a very good sound. All right.
That's the Das Boot being struck.
There's something that's too much of a good thing, though, Doctor.
You could even. The Doctor needs to make some serious probe.
There we go. Right. Okay. Here we go.
We gotta wait till he sweeps back a bit. But,
Oh.
no, you got to knock that down. To,
Yeah. So there's different controls for using it as like a quick time grapple in combat versus.
Yeah.
Now what I did last time was I rolled out.
Yeah.
And that was a mistake.
I think I want to do it when he's to the right, though.
Yeah, I think so. He seems to pause
There
for
you
longer
go,
that way, and I can run over, and then I just duck down. There we go, and then I go do it to the next one.
Everything you see is under my control.
All right. And now I think that way.
I thought it was Jacob Crane rather than Jonathan Crane.
Nah, Jonathan Crane.
That's Jacob. Oh, that's from another book. Ignore me.
No. There we go. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
I'm the goddamn Batman. Come on. The skeletons to fight now.
Jesus, that's spooky.
I think they're just kind of.
They've just taken the model they already had from Detective Vision and just used that in the real world.
Which I get that they're trying to get a nightmare thing. They must have had these assets. It must have been very difficult to make new ones.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess you wouldn't if you didn't have to. Like, what's a fucking spooky thing that Scarecrow could throw at you? Fucking skeletons.
Yeah, why the hell
Everyone's
not?
afraid of skeletons. Did you know there's a skeleton inside you right now waiting?
Yes.
Trying to get out.
Death is when your skeleton hatches.
Have you noticed, like, when the little flashes, he becomes Scarecrow? I don't know whether that's like a countdown that, like,
Yeah.
Can I? Yes, we can.
And no, death is when your skeleton levels up and prepares to hatch.
Your heartbeat is your skeleton chipping away at its prison, and so far everyone has escaped.
Well, that's terrifying.
Sorry.
Oh, jump up, climb. Ooh.
Oof.
Whew. Tense. Alright, I think he pauses for. I think I'm past the halfway point, so let's just go.
Yeah, I think he's spending more time scanning over to that way, yeah.
There we go. We'll just wait here patiently.
You're enjoying this far too much, Bard.
I love this game. It might be one of my faves of all time. Arkham City, the sequel, I really enjoyed as well.
Oh, weirdly, I was looking at the voice of Scarecrow because it looked like he sounded like, you know, the guy who voices Saren in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Sounded like him, and he is in this game, and he voices Bane, not Scarecrow.
Weird.
Yeah, he's in fucking every video game ever.
Saren was a good villain.
Yeah, I enjoyed what they did with Saren,
All right, skeletons, bring it.
and it did the whole Mass Effect thing of
Oh,
like, you know,
Skelly
you could
boys.
avoid the final boss fight with Saren entirely by convincing him that he was in the wrong and he fucking shoots himself.
Can you actually?
Yeah.
But then his corpse still gets possessed and whatnot. It's the
reanimated.
first fight with him where basically you can convince him that the Reapers aren't a great idea.
How do you do that if you're like full
Have
power
very
ground?
high charm or intimidate, yeah. And you have to have made the right. You need to have set it up in your previous confrontations with him. Basically, he has to go into the final battle kind of doubting himself.
So I went through the full Mass Effect game, full Renegades. That was never an option
I can't
for
do
me.
it. It's too hard. Like I just
You
feel
got-
like too much of a dick.
You got to do some very bad things.
Yeah. Like when I did Mass Effect on YouTube, I would always record the power gun options, and like whenever Renegade ones, like whenever it shows you like an interrupt, I would have it like flash to a spooky future vision of like, here's what would happen if I did press this. But especially as the games go on, you're a bit of a dick in the first one, but by like Mass Effect 3, if you're following the Renegade route, you're just like a fucking war criminal, like like where it's like, oh, just fucking shoot Morden in the back of the head to stop him fixing the crew. Awful.
And like a space racist.
Yeah.
Like, a horrible space racist.
Yeah, it's I couldn't do it. I have played it through that by kind of like forcing myself to, but my primary playthrough I was mostly Paragon because it was just too mean.
And this is why we love you, Doctor.
I think I could probably have made it all the way to the bat
Yeah,
signal
you
there.
could, but
There's no escape.
I don't want to have to do all of this again.
oh, is
so
that the reset on this?
I would doubt it'd be the whole thing.
Well, let's not find out. Yeah.
There's
Go,
no
go, go,
escape
go. Oh, yeah,
to
there's
the
also-
right.
get all to the bat scene. I do like that you kill him with the bat signal.
Yeah, I absolutely believe that Bruce Wayne's mind looks like this. Huzzah!
Ruins and repressed childhood trauma.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Bruce Wayne psychiatry right there. Psychology, even.
Oh, I mean, a bell tower, because obviously he climbed up here.
For perfectly normal reasons, because he's Batman.
Oh, shut up, Joker.
Ooh, that was satisfying.
That's very satisfying.
Have you got Rumble, by the way, or not?
Yeah,
I
it's quite visceral. Like,
Yeah.
I feel the bones snap.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was going to say that's true, have Rumble.
Oh, can I go all the way down and then superhero landing?
There's a thing in front. Oh, no, there
I'd really like that. Yes, 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 yes! Yes! Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Way to spoil my nice superhero landing.
Right, how horrifying would it be if, like, you were a thing and Batman just dropped down in front of you and just went, blah! That'd be fucking terrifying.
It wouldn't be terrifying, it would be very confusing.
It would be confusing.
Frogman. Toadfinger.
That's probably a superhero somewhere.
You'd be Toad Belly.
There are too many damn superheroes.
Piefinger.
I say that somebody who loves superheroes. There are too many of them.
Yeah, especially in DC stuff.
You're right, it should be only a select power for a select few.
Well, no,
They should be born into that privilege.
Right. Look, Batman has a villain called Condiment Man. There are
the Condiment King, I think you'll find.
So sorry.
Please give proper deference to the king.
Look, there are too many. When you have a villain called Condiment King,
There we go.
there are too many superheroes. I know he's a villain, but like,
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean, the whole Rogues Gallery thing is kind of somewhat self-aware of how ridiculous some of these are.
I mean, most of Batman's Rogues Gallery are pretty serious, and we see most of the good ones in this game at least.
Yeah.
Like, there's a whole level.
Lego Batman brings out like all the ridiculous ones, and I remember finding out afterwards that they are all real.
Very disturbingly real.
Of which I think the most absurd is the Condiment King.
Right, where are we going now?
He has two guns, one that shoots ketchup and one that shoots mustard. Legit.
I didn't know that.
I'll find a photo for the sprite. Put a marker here for me, sprite.
Well, as the Doctor looks at our viewership, we're going to call a brief halt, but thank you for sticking with us so far. Let us know what you're enjoying. Like, we're certainly loving the three of us being here. This is a tremendous game. We're having the best time. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, and we will see you very soon. But have a good night, not a dark night.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Brilliant. Hello, viewership. Welcome back to Infamous Gentlemen playing Arkham Asylum.
Are you going to do this every time?
Probably.
Yep, we're all here again, including the sprite.
Woo!
A semi-intelligent observation, allegedly, Doctor.
Wow, but boy was that backhanded from you. You had a semi-intelligent observation, allegedly. Get fucked.
For you.
No, yeah, because I was thinking about how this is, because this is the first time where we're doing, like, you know, the bard in the driving seat and me sitting here doing fuck all, really, other than looking up stuff on Wikipedia. But I think in some ways this is working better than Shadow of Mordor because at least you know this game. He says until you know, fuck up and forget shit, which hasn't happened really yet. It took you a bit of a moment with that hidden bookshelf when you were chasing your own fingerprints.
It's happened right now because I think I was supposed to stay inside the mansion.
You just left.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fuck the comment I was about to make. Yep, there we go.
That being said, like, this is recording less.
Why?
Ouch.
Sorry, that was a bit close. Please continue.
The sprite just fucking wailed on a microphone stand with a knitting needle.
It is requiring less concentration than. Oh, hang on. It says I do.
Sorry, requiring less concentration than what? You need to go into that main atrium and then to the right. See, there's a door on the right there that you have not done yet.
It would seem, yeah.
See, that's very Metroid, looking on the map and being like, where is a door that I've not gone through yet? Either because I couldn't access it or because I didn't. That's how Metroid games very much play.
It's still blocked.
And it's like, now I've got the plasma beam, I can open this or whatever.
I do like that, like, as Batman gets gadgets, it opens up the map.
Yeah, that's Metroidvania.
But, like,
100%.
for example, like his explosive gel, why did he think he could leave that in the trunk of his car?
Yeah. Well, I suppose he was just delivering a prisoner. I mean, that prisoner was the Joker, so perhaps he should have seen this coming.
That's kind of my point. He was delivering the Joker.
Yeah.
Should have mobilized the National Guard, called in Superman, all sorts of shit.
Yeah, right. It's often weird to think that a lot of the Batman stuff takes place in, you know, the same universe as
Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, because you drop the bell so you can get up to this half now. Now you're cracked in the ceiling with the bell. That wasn't just for poops and giggles.
This game is actually really good that the environment does change. Like,
yeah, this is Super Metroid. Well, it's not Super Metroid. That's a different game, but it's Super Metroid-y.
There is one villain in particular who, when they break out of their cell, they will have a radical effect on the environment, which we'll see later on.
I'm going to guess that will be Croc. This guy's very insane clown posse, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's got to fight this juggalo.
What's this? Oh, it's Catwoman's goggles.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, somebody too small. He's going to come up and
You're going to get... Yeah, I was going to say, there's an electric man behind you.
Not anymore.
Again, he clearly missed there.
No, he didn't. Batman never misses. First try. You know what? Lego Batman's one of my favourite Batman films.
Will Arnett.
It's Will Arnett's terrific.
It's very Will Arnett, which a lot of it could just be what if Batman was BoJack Horseman / Job from Arrested Development.
You know what I mean? Like, apparently Will Arnett himself has had massive substance abuse problems with alcohol, which
I can believe. Having watched BoJack Horseman, I can believe that.
Listen to me carefully.
Oh.
Let her fucking die. She's a psychopath.
Zaz is back. Let's deal with this.
They'll paint the room crimson with her blood.
Oh, I know what I gotta do.
I know you're still out there.
Oh no, he's gonna shank her.
That was unexpected.
Yeah, he shanked her.
Shanky shank.
Who'd have figured?
Also, Thor is real disappointed no one's throwing his stick.
Yeah, will you pass me that wee stick that's on the ground next to you, bud?
Sure.
Play you like a violin and cut your strings.
He will try to take it off you because he wants it to be thrown.
The character modeling in Joker is very good.
Yeah.
Listen to me carefully.
Alright, pump. Let's try this again.
Come any closer, they'll paint the room crimson with her blood.
Right. Hold still.
Yeah, wait till her brain isn't in the way, ideally.
Yeah.
Still out there. Won't be long and you'll hear her final song.
I'm just not that into Zaz as a
Yeah,
villain.
none of this is particularly captivating.
Nah, I think
from a character perspective.
I mean, he's not like a major adversary. He's just like this kind of bit part.
Yeah.
Do I need to fight him? No, that's the end of him.
Wow, that was it? One Batarang?
Yeah.
Oh,
Look, the tallies on his body are kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Apart, he keeps one part of his body clear. That's where he's going to mark the kill for Batman. You can use your imagination as to where that might be.
I saw Bane.
I know. Joker threatened me. I wanted to stop the experiment. I tried to give him his money back.
Joker doesn't take no for an answer.
He wants an army, a horrible twisted force to destroy Gotham, but he couldn't do it without the formula. I hid it, but...
So now he has Venom and your formula.
God, he has gallons of the stuff. There's a lab, hidden in the gardens. It's locked off, but the security key codes for the entire island are in the warden's safe.
What else is Joker planning?
How should I know? You think anything he says makes sense? I think he's insane.
That's going to kill her somehow.
Get out of the way!
The fact that she wasn't looking when she opened the safe was some real foreshadowing, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. This isn't looking so good for Batman either.
Watch out, the young. Still, you know how Mr. J hates a squealer.
Oh, there's Harley.
Talking about squealers.
Somebody help me!
That old loony actually thinks he runs this place. Talk about crazy. Well, bad places to go. Get it, boys.
I love how annoying Harley is.
Yeah.
Get him, boys.
Let